Hi, this is Jim, and we're here again to talk to you a little bit today about how to adjust the Sturmy-Archer Sprinter 5-speed hub. Now, the Sturmy-Archer Sprinter 5-speed hub is no longer in use by Bromptons on new bicycles. It was discontinued about 5 years ago, but there are an awful lot of Bromptons out there that still use this hub, so we're going to show you how to adjust it. The adjustment begins by going over to the trigger mechanism and putting it in the 5th position to loosen it up. So I've got the Sprinter Sturmy-Archer trigger assembly in position number 5. Now we're going to go back to the wheel. Okay, to remove the gear chain indicator, the gear indicator chain, I'll back off this jam nut just briefly. This is the anchorage bolt, and I'm loosening it up. One of the benefits, by the way, in case I hadn't mentioned it, of putting the position in the trigger in position number 5 is it puts the cable at the maximum extension. Right now I'm going to remove the gear chain indicator guide pulley so that I have access here. Now, in the event that I were to need to remove this, I can just unscrew this. And there's something I want to show you after I do it, and that is that Sturmy-Archer, these gear chain indicators come in 2 flavors. There is the kind that has the red marking here, and there's also the kind that has a blue. They're slightly different. In the event that you were to need to replace this indicator chain, you'd want to be sure that you specify whether it's red or blue, because they come in different lengths. In our case, we've got a red indicator chain, so I'll put that back in. If I were to have been redoing the wheel, then I would also have had to carefully position this metal bracket. This bracket holds the indicator guide pulley that I've got here in my hand. It's important that this bracket be facing the right direction, which is to be in line with the cable itself, and that the bracket here be at right angles, so that when I reposition this pulley, that it will fit properly. I'm going to back off. I've screwed this in tightly. I'm backing it off just a 1/4 of a turn. I'm going to slide the pulley guide back on, making sure that it is at that bracket itself was at right angles so it fits close. And then I'll simply screw the indicator chain cable back into the anchorage, and I'll tighten that up reasonably. Now, before I go further, I need to make an adjustment to the trigger assembly. Prior to making this next important adjustment, I'm going to make sure that the trigger assembly for the Sturmy-Archer is in gear position number 2. There's a circle around it as well, before making the adjustment that needs to be in position number 2. Now I'll go back. Okay, for this next adjustment, we want that red, the little piece of red that's on the gear chain indicator, to be just even with the edge of the axle, and it needs to come out just a bit more by tightening up on the barrel of the anchorage. I'm pulling it out, and that's just about right. And so when we finish with the jam nut, we're all finished adjusting the Sturmy-Archer Sprinter 5-speed hub and the gear chain indicator that comes out of the hub assembly.